Hey, welcome back. We're getting you ready to meditate with us just like we do every Tuesday. We release one of these Trinity Minute videos so that you can be part of our meditation. If you don't know by now, we do this all the time. Every week we have a new energy that we're empowering into the consciousness, changing the way people look at particular energies and hopefully changing the planet. If you think it's cool, you should be a part of it. You should give us a comment, maybe share it with somebody. At the very least, subscribe to this channel and like this video. All of these things will help us be more visible. This week we're talking about the energy of grounding. Grounding is pretty useful energy. If you're not grounded, then a lot of what you do is just empty doing, and it's not going to change your life or anybody else's. So grounding is important, but thankfully it's very simple. There's two parts to it. And I have a self-defense exercise that I think is going to show you both of those parts very nicely. So let's hop right into it. I'll get Bob out here. And this is you could call it a takedown technique, but it's basically just for controlling somebody who's, really angry or violent or whatever. And usually it would be Bob is in a fight with somebody else, and then I just come up and I'm going to grab him in what we call the harness. And it looks just like this. I just stick one arm under the armpit and the other one comes around, and you can grab this way or this way, it doesn't matter, whatever feels better to you. That's the harness. Now the takedown part of it is a little separate, but first I want you to notice that as long as I keep my head tucked so that he can't headbutt me, I'm pretty safe here. He can't do much with his arms. He can reach me. He could stomp with his feet, so that's why we do the takedown part. Takedown is very simple. You would just kind of bump the person's hips so that their hip and their head are not in alignment anymore. Which brings us to our first part of grounding. To be grounded, you must be in alignment. And then we would just, pull them back and they would fall into a takedown, end up sitting on the floor. Very non-violent, very good if you're an orderly in a hospital or you witness a hair-pulling fight at the family picnic and you want to separate two people. Very good. Now this could be a technique where somebody throws a punch at you and you get behind them and boom, there you go, you take them down. It could be that. It could be a combative thing, but basically we just think of it as you come up and you see somebody's back and you go, oh, I want to pull this person away from whatever they're doing. So you get that harness, you give them a little bump, and then you pull them down. Now, the bump shows you that your hip and your head needs to be in alignment. As soon as they are out of alignment, you're in trouble. You're not grounded, even if you think you are. But that's not the only thing. If I get Bob back out here, and he were to do this technique on me, boom, 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 he can bump, and I can be out of alignment, but I can still be pretty grounded. If he were to try and take me down at this point, I could resist. Why? Because I know the other secret of grounding, which is that you have to have your weight equally balanced. He can counteract that by giving me a bump and then forcing me to one side or the other, and there we go. I will fall right down. Keeping your weight evenly distributed on your feet is the second part of grounding. Balance. Alignment and balance. If you're out of balance, you're not going to ground. If you're out of alignment, you're not going to ground. Both of those things have to be present for you to experience grounding. But you can practice it really easily. When you look in the mirror, make sure you're getting your hip and your head in alignment. And then practice penguining back and forth until you feel your weight evenly distributed. If you have those two things, if you have even weight distribution and structural alignment, then you are automatically plugged into the earth. You're automatically grounding. It's a very easy to access sensation as long as you know those two parts. If you think this stuff's cool, stay tuned.